Welcome back, everyone. We are back with Cardano coin, the Monday coin. So today we are going to look more for like 4 hour, 1 hour, 30-minute time frames. But before we go there, wanted to take a look on the daily time frame and tell you a few points or like few zones that we are seeking. So basically, as long as we are in between this zone here, so this whole zone between the support zone and support and resistance, not we averse. Basically, meanwhile, we are in this zone, so in between these two prices, we are going to look more for like scalp trades here. But as soon as we see price to reach closer to this zone or closer to this zone, then some kind of like these movements we are going to look for. So a bounce from here or a rejection from here. So two ways. Now, going on smaller time frames, quickly as well. This line marks basically a support zone for the coin, so dating way back from here. Although we have tested it successfully, which means that there is a potential of like moving to the upper zone, so buyers took dominance here, and now this is like full secured support zone. And there is of course small chances of breaking it, but we don't see any like bigger chance of actually breaking this zone. Now let's take a look on 4 hour time frame. And I will draw few lines. I will explain later on them as well. So this is, let's mark 4 hour. Now in hourly time frames, this CMA gap, and we go later on 30-minute time frame as well. So basically, weekends are over, and usually we fill this huge CMA gap. Now weekends ended up with bigger drop. You can see the CMA gap expanded on the Cardano coin, which means we are currently filling this zone, and most probably we will fill it up until this zone. So there is a chance of seeing Cardano to push like additional 5, maybe 6%, so towards the branch of this zone. So purely looking on the perspective of smaller time frames right now and the CMA gap here, there is a possibility of seeing bullish movement here and then some kind of possible retrace to the lower zones. Or depends again how buyers will dominate the zone. If we secure the zone, then differently, of course, we go for upper zones, which means push here, retest, and then push to the upper zones towards this major resistance zone for us. So on smaller time frames, first target is going to be this one here. So target number one. And from here on, we have two possible scenarios. So wait, let's mark them different colors so they stand out a little bit as well. So scenario, wait, scenario number one and scenario number two is there on the upper side, like this. So two possible, not even two, but three possible trade opportunities here. First one is going to be, of course, let's go and put long position here. Now, long position we would take again depending on 30-minute time frame, but somewhere here, and target would be here. So it's actually like 5% of movement, not like 6 as we mentioned previously. And we would make something like this here. Now, this would be the first setup. Risk and reward ratio is basically 1 to 2. Second movement would be only if we break out, now retest, and if buyers secure this retest and move for like a break of structure here, then of course we're going to look for some kind of further upward movement, and stop loss should be closer to here. Now, the last case is going to be a short position. Again, if we see some kind of movement, so let's zoom in here a little bit. Now, if we see the price properly like retrace, so let's go for a second 30-minute time frame, and basically something here now, not even 30-minute time frame, 5-minute time frame. So we see last time reached the zone, had some liquidity movement, and now from here on, this would mark as a market structure break, and then just fully movement to the lower zones. So this is the similar scenario we are going to look here as well. So let me put this one a little bit smaller, and here. So if we see a similar movement like here, then according to that, we're going to, of course, adjust the entry zone, but the target would be somewhere here, so closer to the EMAs, maybe slightly lower as well. So few opportunities here to catch the trade, three exactly. Going hourly time frame again. Let's expand this one here as well. So that's the zone we are going to keep our attentions at for now. Where's the blue? So like this, and a possible entry of like three positions basically. Now, we mentioned the first trade here as well, that it depends on the market structure development. Basically, what we meant by this is we had here we had a market structure break on a 5-minute time frame, so a breakdown. Now, price has been going for a liquidity moment here, so going for this fair value gap zones here. Ideally, from here on, it would be a good opportunity to go like for a short position, but just because we have the CMA gap, we are concerned that we might go for upper zones, which means this would be the entry zone for us if we break out from this like fair value gap zones. And again, if we see some kind of reverse, then the movement would be basically we see, let's put it here, we see movement here going back down. And again, if we touch this line here, so this one here, let's put it into this color, then we would go for a short position from here and stop loss here with these kind of targets. So actually not three, but four positions to take possibly on Cardano coin. Now all you have to do is just keep an eye on Cardano and wait for perfect opportunities. So let's take a look quickly on 4-hour time frame again. Just 1 second. Yep, perfect. The short position here from the market price, basically, if we see a retrace or rejection from the fair value gap zones, would be towards the EMAs, and from here on, basically, a possible retrace to the upper zones, again, to fill this CMA gap here. So that's it for today. Pretty plenty opportunities on Cardano coin, and this week is very volatile, so always stay safe, keep your eyes open, and don't overtrade. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.